Hi everyone, and a very warm welcome. Thank you for being here today. We're going to talk about a simple, delicious, and powerful secret to boosting our energy, a secret that nature has provided for thousands of years. How many of you have ever felt that mid-afternoon slump, where your energy dips and you're searching for a little pick-me-up? It's a common feeling, especially for us as we get wiser in years. We often reach for a sugary snack or a cup of coffee, but what if there was a better way? A way that not only gives us a natural lift, but also nourishes our bodies with essential nutrients? Today, we will explore exactly that. Our presentation is titled, Dates, Nature's Perfect Energy Booster for Seniors. We will uncover how this sweet, humble fruit can be a cornerstone for sustained energy, better health, and simple nutrition. Over the next few slides, we'll journey together to understand why dates are so much more than just a sweet treat. We will move beyond the quick, jarring sugar rush of processed snacks and discover how dates provide a steady, reliable source of vitality. We'll delve into the specific benefits they offer for senior health, from supporting heart and bone health to aiding digestion, and we'll share some incredibly easy and delicious ways you can incorporate them into your daily routine. So, get comfortable. My goal today is to leave you feeling informed, inspired, and equipped with a practical tool to enhance your well-being. Let's begin this journey into the sweet, energy-boosting world of dates. Let's be honest for a moment. How many of you know this feeling all too well? It's around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. You've had your lunch, and instead of feeling refreshed, a wave of fatigue washes over you. Your energy plummets, concentration becomes a struggle, and the desire to just close your eyes for a few minutes becomes almost overwhelming. This, my friends, is the infamous afternoon slump, and if you're nodding your head, please know that you are absolutely not alone. This experience is incredibly common, particularly for us as seniors. But why does this happen? It's not a character flaw or a sign of laziness. It's a physiological response. As we age, our metabolism naturally changes. Our bodies may not process energy from food as efficiently as they once did. Furthermore, factors like dehydration, which we can become more susceptible to, or a lunch that was heavy in refined carbohydrates can significantly contribute to this post-meal crash. It's a frustrating cycle. We feel tired, so we might reach for something quick and sweet to jolt ourselves awake. But as we'll see in a moment, that solution often makes the problem worse in the long run, trapping us in a cycle of highs and lows. This slump can impact our entire day, diminishing our ability to enjoy our hobbies, spend quality time with family, or simply feel like our best selves. But here is the most important takeaway from this slide. While this afternoon slump is a common challenge, it is not an inevitable one. It's a signal from our body, a message that it needs a different kind of fuel. Recognizing this feeling is the first step. The next step is understanding what causes it, and then, most excitingly, learning how we can choose a better path. A path that leads not to a crash, but to sustained, steady vitality that can carry us through the entire day with a sense of well-being. So, when that afternoon slump hits, what's our instinct? Often, it's to reach for the quickest, easiest solution. A cookie, a candy bar, a sweetened drink, or even a handful of sugary biscuits. It feels logical, right? Our body is asking for energy, and sugar is a fast source of fuel. It promises an immediate reward, and for a few brief minutes, it seems to deliver. We feel a surge, a jolt of alertness that pulls us out of the fog. But what happens next? That feeling is fleeting. Within 30 to 60 minutes, we often find ourselves feeling even more tired, more irritable, and sometimes even a little shaky than we did before. This is the dreaded sugar crash, and it's a biological roller coaster we want to get off. Let me explain why this happens. Imagine your bloodstream is a highway. When you eat a sugary snack, it's like dumping a massive, sudden convoy of sugar trucks onto that highway. Your blood sugar levels spike dramatically. Your body panics at this sudden influx and calls in the emergency response team, insulin. The pancreas releases a large amount of insulin to quickly clear that sugar out of your blood and into your cells for energy. But it's overzealous. It works too well. It clears out the sugar so efficiently that it often removes too much, leading to a sharp drop in blood sugar levels, the crash. This crash is what leaves you feeling drained, foggy, and craving another sugary hit to start the cycle all over again. It's a vicious cycle, a short-term fix that creates a long-term problem. For seniors, this roller coaster can be particularly taxing on our bodies, affecting everything from our mood to our cognitive clarity. So, if the quick sugar fix is a dead end, what's the alternative? We need a source of energy that behaves more like a gentle, continuous stream rather than a flash flood. We need a snack that respects our body's natural rhythms. This brings us to our hero for the day, the date, which offers a fundamentally different and far superior way to fuel our bodies. Now that we understand the problem with the sugary roller coaster, let me introduce you to a truly remarkable alternative, a gift from nature that has been nourishing people for millennia. I'd like you to meet your potential new favorite snack, the humble yet powerful date. Forget the processed wrappers and artificial ingredients. This is whole food nutrition at its most delicious and convenient. Imagine a fruit that is naturally so sweet and caramel-like that it feels like a treat, yet is packed with the very components that prevent the energy crash we just discussed. This isn't a new, lab-created superfood. It's an ancient staple, revered in many cultures for its ability to sustain energy, especially during long periods like fasting. Dates grow in beautiful, heavy clusters on date palm trees, often called the tree of life, in arid regions, and for good reason. They're a concentrated source of vitality. When you hold a date, you're holding a complete package. Its sweetness comes from natural sugars, primarily fructose and glucose, which provide that immediate sense of energy our brain craves when we're tired. But here is the critical difference, the secret weapon that sets it apart from a candy bar. It's also incredibly rich in dietary fiber. This combination is the key. The fiber in a date acts as a natural regulator. It slows down the absorption of those natural sugars into your bloodstream. Instead of a sudden, alarming spike that triggers an insulin panic, the sugar is released gradually, providing a steady, sustained stream of energy. It's the difference between a sudden, short-lived explosion and a long, steady burn. So, you get the sweetness you desire, but you also get lasting satisfaction and vitality without the dreaded crash. It's nature's perfect energy formula, designed in a simple, ready-to-eat package. Let's now dive into the first and most direct benefit of dates, how they provide that steady, reliable energy we're all looking for. This is the core of why they are such a superior snack, and it all comes down to a brilliant, natural synergy between two components we've just mentioned, instant fuel and a time-release mechanism. First, the instant fuel. Dates are rich in simple sugars like glucose and fructose. When you eat a date, these sugars are readily available. They are absorbed quickly through the lining of your mouth and stomach, giving you a noticeable lift within minutes. This is the pick-me-up part. It addresses that immediate feeling of fatigue. But unlike a candy bar, this is only half the story. The magic lies in the second component, the high dietary fiber content. Think of fiber as a natural regulator. It creates a gel-like substance in your digestive system that acts as a barrier, slowing down the overall absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. This combination is crucial. Instead of a single, massive sugar dump that causes a spike and crash, the fiber ensures the sugars are metered out slowly and consistently. It transforms that quick burst of energy into a long, gentle, and sustained release. This means you transition from that initial feeling of renewed alertness into a state of stable vitality that can last for hours. There's no jittery feeling followed by a crushing crash. For us as seniors, this is ideal. It provides the energy needed for an afternoon activity, be it gardening, visiting with family, or pursuing a hobby, without the negative consequences. It's about supporting your body's natural rhythm, giving you consistent fuel to enjoy your day fully, from morning to evening. While the energy-sustaining combination of natural sugars and fiber is reason enough to love dates, their benefits extend far beyond just fuel. Think of dates not merely as an energy bar from nature, but as a complete multivitamin and mineral supplement in a delicious, whole food form. They're a true nutritional powerhouse, packed with specific vitamins and minerals that are particularly beneficial for senior health, addressing needs that become increasingly important as we age. Let's highlight a few key players. First, we have potassium. This is a critical mineral for heart health and maintaining healthy blood pressure levels. Many of us are mindful of our cardiovascular health, and dates offer a tasty way to support it. Potassium acts as an electrolyte, crucial for proper nerve function and muscle contractions, including the most important muscle of all, your heart. Next, let's talk about magnesium. This mineral is a true workhorse in our bodies. It plays a vital role in over 300 biochemical reactions. For seniors, its benefits for muscle and nerve function are paramount. It helps prevent muscle cramps and supports a calm nervous system. Furthermore, magnesium is essential for bone health, working alongside calcium to keep our skeletons strong and resilient, which is a key concern for many of us. Finally, dates contain a range of B vitamins such as B6. These vitamins are often called the spark plugs of the body because they are essential for converting the food we eat into usable cellular energy. So, while dates provide the fuel, B vitamins help ensure your body's engine can actually use that fuel efficiently. This synergistic effect makes dates an incredibly efficient food, offering not just the raw materials for energy, but also the tools to process it. Now, let's turn our attention to a topic that might not be glamorous, but is absolutely fundamental to our overall well-being, especially as we get older: digestive health. Many of us are no strangers to the occasional, or perhaps more frequent, discomfort of constipation or a sluggish digestive system. This is a very common issue for seniors, often related to factors like decreased mobility, certain medications, or simply natural changes in our digestive tract. The good news is that dates offer a simple, natural, and effective solution to help keep things moving smoothly. The hero here, once again, is dietary fiber. But this time, we're looking at a specific type called soluble fiber. When you eat a date, this soluble fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance in your gut. This gel has two fantastic benefits. First, it helps to soften the stool, making it easier to pass and effectively helping to prevent and relieve constipation. Second, it acts as a prebiotic. Think of prebiotics as a fertilizer for the good bacteria already living in your intestines. By feeding these beneficial bacteria, dates help maintain a healthy and balanced gut microbiome, which is linked not just to good digestion, but also to improved immune function and even mood regulation. This gentle, bulk-forming action is a much healthier approach than relying on harsh laxatives. It's a natural way to support your body's own rhythms. By incorporating a few dates into your daily routine, you are proactively nourishing your digestive system. A happy gut contributes significantly to a feeling of overall lightness and well-being. When your digestion is comfortable, you have more energy and a greater sense of vitality to enjoy your day, free from the discomfort and bloating that can slow you down. It's a foundational benefit that supports all the others. As we continue to explore the impressive profile of dates, We now move to benefits that are like long-term investments in our health, supporting our skeletal strength and protecting our cells from damage. These are crucial considerations for aging well, and it's surprising how this sweet fruit contributes significantly in these areas. First, let's talk about bones. Concerns about bone density, osteoporosis, and fractures are very real for many seniors. While calcium often gets the spotlight for bone health, it doesn't work alone. Dates provide a suite of essential minerals that act as critical support crew for calcium. They contain meaningful amounts of magnesium, which is vital for bone formation, and trace minerals like selenium, manganese, and copper. These minerals are involved in the production of enzymes and proteins that build and maintain the bone matrix. Think of your bones as a building. If calcium is the concrete, these minerals are the reinforcing steel rebar. They ensure the structure is not just dense, but also flexible and resilient, helping to reduce the risk of brittleness and fractures. Secondly, dates are a valuable source of antioxidants. You may have heard this term before. To understand it, imagine a process called oxidation, which is like internal rusting. It's caused by unstable molecules called free radicals that can damage our cells over time, contributing to inflammation and aging. Antioxidants are the compounds that neutralize these free radicals. Dates are particularly rich in antioxidants like flavonoids and carotenoids. For seniors, this is incredibly important. A diet rich in antioxidants helps combat chronic inflammation, supports brain health, and protects our cells from the cumulative wear and tear of a long life. So, with every date, you're not just enjoying a sweet snack, you're giving your body tools to fight cellular damage and support its long-term vitality from the inside out. Now that we are convinced of the why, let's get into the fun and practical part, the how. How can you easily incorporate these nutritional powerhouses into your daily life? The beauty of dates is their incredible versatility and simplicity. You don't need to be a master chef or spend hours in the kitchen. The goal is to make healthy eating both effortless and enjoyable, and dates fit that perfectly. The simplest way to start is to enjoy them on their own. Think of them as nature's ready-made candy. Keeping a container of pitted dates in your pantry or on your counter makes for the perfect grab-and-go snack. When you feel that afternoon energy dip, instead of reaching for a cookie, try having 2 or 3 dates. Sit down, savor their natural caramel-like sweetness, and chew them slowly. This simple act can be a moment of mindful eating that satisfies your sweet tooth while fueling your body properly. It's the easiest switch you can make. But if you want to get a little more creative, one of the most popular and delicious ways is to stuff them. This combines textures and flavors while boosting the nutritional profile even further. Simply take a pitted date, make a small incision, and insert a nut like an almond, a walnut half, or even a pecan. The nut adds healthy fats, a satisfying crunch, and a bit of protein, which makes the snack even more filling and provides an even more sustained energy release. It's an elegant, simple treat that feels indulgent but is deeply nourishing. These are just the starting points. In the next slides, we'll explore a couple of recipes that are just as easy but open up a world of possibilities for breakfasts and snacks. Now, for our first recipe, let's create something that is not only incredibly healthy, but also fun to make and perfect for having a ready-to-eat, healthy snack on hand throughout the week. I'm talking about no-bake energy bites or energy balls. These are a fantastic alternative to store-bought granola bars, which can often be loaded with hidden sugars and preservatives. The best part? There's no baking involved. It's simply a matter of mixing a few wholesome ingredients together. The base of our energy balls is, of course, dates. They're the magic ingredient that holds everything together and provides the natural sweetness. For this recipe, you'll want to use soft, moist dates like medjool. If your dates are a little dry, You can soak them in warm water for about 10 minutes first, then drain them well. To the dates, we add old-fashioned rolled oats, which add more fiber and a lovely chewy texture. Then, for healthy fats and protein, we include your choice of nuts or seeds. Almonds, walnuts, or even sunflower seeds work wonderfully. A pinch of cinnamon or a drop of vanilla extract can add a warm, comforting flavor. The process could not be simpler. You just add all these ingredients to a food processor and pulse until the mixture comes together into a sticky dough. If you don't have a food processor, you can very finely chop the nuts and dates and mix everything by hand in a bowl. It's a great little arm workout. Then, all that's left to do is take small portions of the mixture and roll them into bite-sized balls with your hands. You can roll them in desiccated coconut or sesame seeds for an extra touch if you like. Store them in an airtight container in the refrigerator. They are the perfect little power-up before a walk, with a cup of tea in the afternoon, or whenever you need a burst of sustained, natural energy. Let's move on to our second recipe idea, which is a game changer for breakfast or a light lunch, using dates to naturally sweeten your smoothies. For many of us, a smoothie is a quick and nutritious way to start the day, packing in fruits, vegetables, and other healthy ingredients. But sometimes, especially if we add leafy greens like spinach or kale, the result can be a little bitter or tart. The common solution is to add a spoonful of sugar, honey, or maple syrup. But now we have a much better, fiber-rich alternative that transforms both the flavor and the nutritional value of your drink. This method is incredibly straightforward. Instead of using refined sugar, simply add 1 or 2 pitted dates into your blender along with your other favorite smoothie ingredients. Think of bananas, berries, a handful of spinach, some yogurt or a plant-based milk, and perhaps a tablespoon of flaxseed or chia seeds for an extra omega-3 boost. When you blend it all together, something wonderful happens. The dates completely break down, imparting a rich, caramel-like sweetness that perfectly balances any bitterness from the greens. But they do more than just sweeten. They also give the smoothie a wonderfully creamy and thick texture, making it feel more like a decadent milkshake than a health drink. This is a fantastic way to hide a superfood in plain sight, making healthy eating an absolute pleasure. It's a small switch with a significant impact. You're eliminating refined sugars and replacing them with a whole food that contributes its own set of vitamins, minerals, and that all-important fiber. This ensures your smoothie provides a steady release of energy throughout the morning, preventing a mid-morning slump. It turns a simple smoothie into a complete, balanced, and sustaining meal that truly supports your body's needs. As we've seen, dates are a truly beneficial food, but like any powerful tool, they are most effective when used wisely. This brings us to a very important slide about moderation and safety. Embracing dates doesn't mean eating an entire box in one sitting. The principle of moderation is key, applies here perfectly, and being mindful ensures we reap all the benefits without any unintended consequences. First and foremost, let's talk about portion size. Dates are energy-dense, meaning they contain a significant number of calories and natural sugars in a small package. For most people, a sensible serving is about 2 to 4 dates per day. This is enough to provide the energy boost and nutritional benefits we've discussed without overloading your system with sugar. Think of them as a concentrated supplement, not a main course. Integrating them as a snack or a recipe ingredient is the perfect approach. This leads to our second and most critical point, consulting your doctor. This is especially important if you have been diagnosed with diabetes or are on a potassium-restricted diet due to conditions like kidney disease. Because dates affect blood sugar, your doctor or a registered dietitian can help you determine how to incorporate them safely into your meal plan, considering your medications and overall health status. Furthermore, always ensure the dates you eat are pitted. Accidentally biting into a pit can be a serious choking hazard and is also very hard on your teeth. Many stores sell pre-pitted dates, which is the safest and most convenient option. By following these simple guidelines, enjoying in moderation, seeking professional advice for specific conditions, and choosing pitted varieties, you can safely enjoy all the wonderful benefits dates have to offer. As we near the end of our journey today, let's take a moment to recap the key reasons why the humble date stands out as a truly perfect snack for us as seniors. We began by acknowledging a common challenge, the afternoon energy slump, and the ineffective solution of sugary snacks that lead to a crash. In contrast, dates offer a fundamentally different, superior approach to our well-being. First and foremost, we learned that dates provide sustained natural energy. The powerful combination of natural sugars for immediate fuel and dietary fiber for a slow release means we get steady, reliable vitality without the dreaded energy roller coaster. This alone can significantly improve our daily quality of life. But the benefits go much deeper. Dates are a powerhouse of essential nutrients, delivering crucial minerals like potassium for heart health and magnesium for muscle, nerve, and bone function. They actively support digestion and gut health through their soluble fiber, promoting regularity and comfort, which is a foundational aspect of feeling good every day. Furthermore, they contribute to long-term wellness by supporting bone density with trace minerals and fighting cellular damage with their valuable antioxidant content. And finally, we've seen that they are versatile and delicious, easily incorporated into our routines in simple ways, from a quick snack to a natural sweetener in our smoothies. In essence, choosing dates is not just about choosing a sweet treat. It is a conscious decision to choose sustained energy, essential nourishment, digestive comfort, and long-term cellular protection. It's a simple, single food that offers a comprehensive package of benefits designed to support our vibrant lives. And that brings us to the part of the presentation that I always find the most valuable, our conversation. I've shared a lot of information about the science and the practicalities of dates, but now I'm eager to hear from you. This is your time to ask anything that may have come to mind. Perhaps you have a question about something I mentioned that you'd like me to clarify. Maybe you're curious about where to find the best types of dates, or how to store them to keep them fresh. Or you might have a very personal question, perhaps related to a specific health condition you're managing, and you're wondering how this information might apply to you. Please don't be shy. There is no such thing as a silly question. Your inquiries are what make this information relevant and practical. If you're thinking about it, chances are someone else in the room is wondering the same thing. This is our opportunity to brainstorm together. Perhaps some of you have already tried incorporating dates into your diet and have a success story or a favorite recipe tip you'd like to share with the group. That kind of peer experience is incredibly helpful. My goal today was not just to talk at you, but to start a conversation with you about a simple, positive change. So, who would like to start? Perhaps a question about the recipes or about portion sizes. I'm here to listen and to help in any way I can. Let's open the floor for discussion. Thank you all so much for your wonderful questions and for your engaged participation throughout this session. Your curiosity and insights have truly made this discussion rich and meaningful. As we conclude, I want to leave you with a final, empowering thought. The journey to better health doesn't always require dramatic, overwhelming changes. Often, it's the small, simple, and consistent choices that yield the most significant and lasting results. Incorporating a few dates into your daily routine is a perfect example of this philosophy, a small step with a powerful ripple effect on your energy and well-being. I hope you leave here today feeling informed and equipped with a practical, delicious tool to enhance your vitality. Remember, you have the ability to make positive choices for your health every day. This isn't about perfection, it's about progression. Maybe your first step is simply buying a small box of pitted dates the next time you're at the grocery store and trying one as your afternoon snack. That in itself is a fantastic start. I encourage you to experiment, to find the way of enjoying dates that you love most, and to listen to your body as you make this positive change. It has been an absolute pleasure sharing this time with you. I wish you all lasting energy, robust health, and the joy that comes from nurturing your well-being. Here's to your health. Thank you.